So I'm going to show you how to search for good textures. And as long as you are combining multiple textures together, there's not so much a worry about giving credit to whoever took the photograph or scanned it in. If you are taking these textures and republishing them or redistributing them as is, then you need to pay a lot more close attention to that. So here's how you look for textures on Google. If you type in even just the word texture, which is pretty generic, and hit return, and then click on images, which will turn it into an image search. Now here's the thing, sometimes you need really big textures, and when you hover over some of these pictures, yeah, a lot of them are pretty good sized, but often you'll find something really cool and then just be disappointed because it'll say something like 300 by 300 pixels, which is not even a square inch in the printing world. So if I was working on a really big project, like say a 11 by 17 300 dpi photo, this little tiny 1600 dots wide photo is just not going to cut it. The way I can look for specifically large images is by clicking on Search Tools and then coming down to Size, and I can choose large, medium, or icon, which are kind of generic. I'm sure there are size cutoffs. I'm not really sure what they are. I just know that large is rarely large enough for what I do. So I usually go to larger than and then pull up something like this where it gives you kind of the 10 megapixels and then exactly how big that is. So take a look at your canvas, how many pixels it is, and then choose whichever one goes along with the size of your canvas that you're trying to fill. So I'm going to just say 6 megapixels for now, and it will find that size and larger is all that it will show you. It won't show you any of those really small ones. So for example, this is a really good texture. I've used this one before even. When you click on a texture, then you can say view image, and usually it'll pop up, and at that point you can right click and either copy the image and go right to Photoshop and paste it, or save image as and do what I like to do, which is create a an image morgue, or I have like an images add to, which is adding to my images. But anyway, I keep a place for all of my textures, and I haven't actually made one of those folders, so I'm going to make a textures folder and leave the name as is and say save.